Did you know that there's a way to predict whether your clothing drop is gonna sell out or not? Well, there is, and when my clients figured this out, they were able to get rid of dead stock and increase their revenue by 66% on the very next drop. So in today's video, I'm gonna show you how this not so magical sellout system works and exactly what to do to make sure every drop sells out and quick. But first, here's the problem with why most clothing drops fail so that you can avoid it in future. And after seeing it happen time and time again, the reason why is shocking but simple. It's that you trust yourself. But what do I actually mean by this? Well, you create a design that you like, and so you trust that your opinion is enough for it to succeed. Only it doesn't happen that way because you like it, not the people actually buying it. But it isn't your fault, because when you spend so many hours perfecting a design, you want it to look good, and so your brain makes up tricks to tell yourself that it is good. It's sort of a sunk cost fallacy. But the hardest truth of it all is that most brand owners only discover that their design wasn't good enough after they've spent thousands of dollars in product development and hundreds more on marketing. So to make sure this doesn't happen to you, I'm going to show you the 5-step framework to validate any product without spending thousands of dollars. Starting with step 1. This process starts all the way back in the design phase, and to illustrate this, I'm going to tell you a story of 2 guys on 2 dates in the same night. The first guy's walking with his girlfriend, big smile, and he thinks he's absolutely nailed it. He goes, "Babe, I've spent hours today thinking about it. I've run the numbers, weighed the risks, imagined exactly what you might want, and I've decided we're going to McDonald's." And well, she turns to him and just stares, and she says, "I'm not really feeling McDonald's." And that's it. Game over. The date night lasted all of about 12 seconds. And now the second guy, well, he's a bit smarter, and he knows he can't read her mind. So earlier that day, he lines up 3 options that she'll love. They leave the house and he goes, "Babe, I've been planning all day and we've got 3 choices. Do you want McDonald's, KFC, or Subway?" Look, it's still not exactly 5-star dining, but hey, she gets to pick, and suddenly the night's already better than the first guy's disaster. You see, designers are the same. One designer spends 6 months perfecting one masterpiece only to find out that no one even wants it. The other designer whips up 10 ideas and then boom, one of them hits. Because when you've got more options, the question isn't if something will sell, it's which one will sell. And that's the game. Design enough stuff so at least one will be a winner. But if you're anything like most brands, you struggle to come up with even one design, let alone 10. So how do you design so many things so quickly? When I was implementing this same process with my own clothing brand, we didn't start by putting pen to paper. First, we defined what's called a design direction, which is a foundational concept behind every design. And ours sounded something like a coffee club where friends come to hang out. And so now everything we designed had a North Star, and it made the process so much quicker. But how do you find your own North Star? Well, let me make this really simple. When writing out your design direction, think in terms of what you want your design to be about or where the product is worn. And it's more about the meaning or message than anything. And then for the designs, you're just going to hit that idea from different angles. So for example, you could design different objects within that design direction scenario. And for our coffee club idea, these might be mugs, a table and chair, or maybe the cafe storefront itself. Or you could consider different situations or events that might occur within that direction scenario. For example, someone spilling coffee. And within those ideas, there are an infinite number of designs that you can actually create now. And so now you can see how these designs weren't randomly chosen out of thin air, but have come from careful consideration of an underlying concept. Step 2. So now you need to get live feedback from your audience so you know that you're on the right track. And so here's one simple thing that big clothing brands are doing. They hire teams of people to test their products. And of course, I'm not being serious with you because I know hiring product testers isn't exactly at the top of a small brand's list. But I am going to show you 2 smaller, more innovative clothing brands and the 2 different methods they are using to replace product testers with $0 alternatives. And they're basically just as good. Just take the brand Sweats, for example. They've created a Discord server for their community to join for free, and there's a channel for new and unreleased designs. And it works a little like this. The founder hops on before drops and shares early stage designs, and then the community gives live feedback based on what they want to see in a product. So when the brand owners design updated versions, they're automatically going to be better than what they would have otherwise if they'd just gone into an isolated room and whipped something up themselves. Or how about Mertro, who instead of a Discord channel have started a work in progress page on Instagram with the same idea in mind. It's here where they post unannounced products to get a feel for what people want. But if you're just starting out and struggling to get followers on your main page, let alone a secondary work in progress account or Discord members, what you could do instead is start a group chat. And here's how it works. Pick a few of your day one loyal customers or even followers and add them to a group chat. First of all, they're going to feel super special and probably want to buy your stuff all the more. But even beyond that, now you've got a touch point with your customers that serves the same purpose as a work in progress or Discord server, but without the hassle or need for following. It's a win-win. Okay, so now you know how to get feedback throughout your design process. Step 3, now using all the help you've got up until this point, you want to shortlist your favorite 3 design concepts from the original 10, maybe even based on the response you've gotten so far. But the final selection should never be you, even though you are the brand owner. Because if you remember from before, you can't trust yourself and your opinion often proves to be different from those actually buying your products. So step 4, this is another round of testing, but now it's with intention to find the top design. And there are 3 main ways to do this to collect concrete data, and if you're smart, you'll do all 3. Starting with the most personable, ask your friends for feedback. Keep your 3 designs on your phone at all times and present them to your peers when you're given the opportunity. And better yet, use the customer group chat that you created before. But it's important not to ask which they think is the best, as sometimes they'll choose the one they think you want them to choose. Instead, ask something like, which of these 3 designs would you happily wear? Or which are you more likely to buy? Collect the data on the Notes app on your phone to give a point each time someone chooses a design. And the next way you can test your 3 designs is on your Instagram story. The poll feature was one of the best business tools Instagram has ever added, and it's right at your fingertips. Just create a story on either your personal or brand account, whichever you have the most followers on, and put the 3 designs side by side in one frame. Assign each a number and then put those numbers into a poll for people to vote on. You'll often find that it's at this point you'll start getting some story replies from ready customers, and this is a really great sign. But there's one last method, it's my favorite of them all, and it's through the Superfan Club. If you haven't already heard about it, this is a school community that I've created especially for brand owners to network and connect with others. You can create posts and add images to share with the group and get feedback on your products. And not only will you get feedback from other members, but also from Casper, our product development expert who is in the chat responding to every post. And of course myself. Just check out Thando's post. He shared an image of his t-shirt and got 16 comments of peer feedback. Well, that's pretty good. Or how about Truly's post? He shared a t-shirt and got 22 comments. This is stuff that people are paying for, and the best part is, at least for now, it's totally free. And so if you want to join, you can do so using the link in the description. Step 5. This is the fun part because now we're going to talk about how you can turn all this feedback into some quick and easy sales. And the way this works is the same way that giving discounts on Black Friday works. You'd think that brands that provide discounts would lose money, and that makes total logical sense. Charge less for products and you earn less cash. But the reality is that discounts motivate people that weren't previously going to buy, meaning that now the brand sells more than it was going to otherwise. In other words, you could discount products and make more money than you were going to originally. And so now you're going to use this logic to become the nicest guy in town, plus make some quick and easy sales on the side. And here's exactly how. You're going to give disc codes as thank yous to everyone that gave any kind of product feedback along the way. Friends, loyal customers, group chats, and followers. And so not only will they be thrilled that just a little effort from their behalf was enough to be rewarded so generously, even when you didn't have to, but also you'll gain some extra customers. And this doesn't cheapen the brand either, because they feel like they've earned it. They worked for it, and so it's a reward, not a real discount. So now you've seen how to guarantee that your next drop is a sellout. But if you don't figure out how to market your campaign, none of it will work no matter how good your product is. So watch this next video where I do a deep dive into Nude Project's $54 million content strategy, showing you exactly how you can steal it and personalize it for your next drop.